Yo, 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 we back at you with another podcast, Philly Uncensored Sports Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook. That's where you can catch us at. We trying to get that Apple thing going too. A lot of people was asking me about the Apple, what's it called? The Apple, I guess they podcast thing or something. I forget what it's called, but a lot of people want to listen on that. We working on that. But are we here talking about the Sixers? This is the day of, or no, the day after the Harden trade. It all went down. Nets end up getting Harden for a whole lot of stuff. I honestly, and we're going to talk about the game a little bit too, because we're coming off a victory as well, which was nice over Miami. But let's get to the gist, or really the talk of the NBA right now. Harden going to the Nets with KD and Kyrie. What's your thoughts?
We're going to go right past the game. We just went.
No, we're going to come back to that. But this is setting up the game for me, because what happened tonight to me signifies why I feel we didn't need Harden.
No, this ain't the team to do it. Not a depleted Miami team.
See, but you didn't even let me express myself before you jumped in and start hating. All right, let me get off my chest why I feel not that necessarily we didn't need Harden, but Harden was going to come at too much of a cost to us. This what I feel.
I mean, wait. I can agree with the cost.
Are y'all about to express the same point that I've been making all season?
It depends on what was. It depends
on.
No.
Wait. The point that I'm making, that you wasn't just going to get Harden for Ben Simmons, that you was going to have to give additional stuff, and it was going to come at a cost.
Yeah, but the point
isn't that what I've been saying all season?
The point we was arguing
is that what I've been saying all season?
No, yes and no. Yes and no.
Not.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why you wrong, and here's why. All right, here's why you wrong. Because you was caping for Ben too hard. When I was coming up with this is what I was saying. When I was coming up with real scenarios that I heard,
they weren't real. You know why they weren't real? Because y'all seem to we gonna give him Danny. We gonna give him Danny Green because y'all don't like Danny Green. We gonna give him Danny Green.
So what was the Sixers gonna give up, Wayne?
What?
Hold on. What was the Sixers gonna give up?
What
were they gonna give up?
They was gonna have to give up some young talent. They was gonna have to give up Shake or Maxey or.
No, they wasn't. No, they wasn't.
Yes, they.
No, they wasn't.
They just told you they wasn't gonna do the deal without Maxey. That's what Houston.
No, they didn't. First of all, Houston wasn't going to do the deal. Hold on, let's be clear about something. Mm-hmm. Houston wasn't going to do the deal at all.
No. Don't go on that now, because you was all season.
And the Sixers. Hold on.
We got to get Harden. So now all of a sudden they wasn't going to do the deal. No, I'm not done. Because don't fall. Because this is what I've been saying all season. It was going to cost too much to bring Harden in.
No, you were saying Ben. Hold on. Ben is too good to trade.
If Harden can get you a chip. If you trade all these draft picks, because I'm gonna talk about assets, they only talking about Ben and Thibault.
You're saying if
Ben Thibault and picks. So if I can give them Ben Thibault and picks for Harden, and I can say I'm gonna win a chip, I'm gonna do it.
But they didn't want Thibault. This is the point I'm making. They wanted Seth or they wanted Maxey, and was you willing to give up either one or both? That's the point.
See the point.
No, that's what I'm saying.
The point.
See,
it's not what it was.
Let's be clear about this. Let's be clear about this. We won't fully know what was on the table until later on, because I heard a number of different things. I heard,
but we know it wasn't just Ben,
and I heard what Ethan was saying. But Wayne, what you were saying earlier, you felt that Ben, and this is at first, was too much of a price tag to give up. You kept saying,
no,
let me finish, because I know what you were saying.
Don't tell me what I said. I'm going to tell you what you're not getting him. Now. I said you're not getting him straight up for Ben Simmons. That's what I've been saying.
I'm going to tell you what you said.
You're not getting him straight up for Ben Simmons.
You said, this was your thing. I want to keep Ben at all costs. You and Tim.
When did I say? You go back and pull the one up when I said
I'm going to pull the tapes. I'm going to
do that.
Internet, do your thing. Listeners, do your thing.
You do that. No, you do it. Because I never said I want to keep Ben at all costs.
I don't got time to go back and review your foolishness.
I said I was down to trade Ben for the guy in Chicago.
And Tim.
I said I was down to trade Ben for straight up for Kawhi a couple years ago. I said I was down to trade Ben for Booker.
Let Doc see what he can do with Ben. So
I said I would like to see what he could do with Ben.
Thank you.
And then when we started talking about trading him for Harden, I said it would come at too high of a cost.
You said,
and now all of a sudden y'all on here. Oh no, Maxey.
Okay.
We can't do. Oh, Seth, no, we can't do that. Give them Danny Green. Give them Bible. Give them Mike Scott. They don't want them.
All right, enough. You sound like Ephraim talking too much. Let me tell you what I interpreted you saying. You and Tim.
You made assumptions. You know what about assumptions? You interpreted, so you made an assumption.
You and Tim from the very beginning kept saying the same thing. I want to see him with a new coach. He gonna work with Doc and watch how he come out and bloop, blah, blah. And I ain't making a trade. Yes, y'all did. Yes, y'all did. And I said from the very beginning, this is the same Ben we seen for 3-4 years, and he ain't changing. And guess what? He ain't changed. Y'all was wrong because y'all thought he was gonna change. Y'all kept saying he gonna come out with this new offensive power.
When did I say that? When did I say that?
Okay, Tim said that.
I've been saying all season.
Tim said that.
No. But you said me and Tim.
But you said no. You said I'll tell you what you said.
Go ahead.
You said we still could be a top-notch team and win with Ben. It's just as good as we could win with Harden. This was your mindset. You thought we could keep Ben under Doc, and Doc was going to coach up everybody, and we was going to be a great team. Now I still think we are good, but you thought we were.
So you agree with me?
No. I'm not.
So you agree with me that we can still win with Ben?
But you were saying I was.
So
saying,
you agree with me that we can still win with Ben?
We be better with Harden.
But you agree with me that we can still win with Ben?
It's a possibility. Yes,
I don't.
Possibility.
I don't.
But we will be better with Harden, and that's what we didn't agree on.
Not if we've given up a whole bunch. I don't agree with it because that means we're depleting our bench. The same way I think the Nets depleted their bench.
Somehow I think we just came back around to agreeing with each other, and I don't like that.
I don't think
we did a lot of yelling just to come back around and kind of agree with each other. It's kind of mad that just happened.
You making it like we were saying something different, and I'm saying you saying the same thing I've been saying all this time.
But you know who's real quiet? You see who real quiet though?
For some reason, y'all and a lot of dudes think that
Tim.
The Nets are going to somehow crumble. No, it's all y'all. Y'all think
the Nets?
Yeah, the Nets are going to crumble.
I'm not concerned.
You thought the Nets was going to be killing it this year. What's their record? They got Kyrie. They got KD.
You thought Kyrie was going to be playing
What they doing?
Would they play like
Africa?
Would they play like 2 games together before KD got COVID?
What's their record? Yeah, because Kyrie.
I don't know what their record is. I'm a Sixers fan. I don't follow them.
Because Kyrie is a head case, like we said he was.
KD didn't get COVID. KD came in contact with somebody with COVID, and Kyrie has played only about 3 games, which me and Wayne was saying from the very beginning. We said there's 2 things about Kyrie. Kyrie can be.
The Nets beat us without Kyrie.
And I hate to say this, Kyrie could be a little bit of a head case, and he's injury prone. All right, that was 2 things me and Wayne said about Kyrie coming in with the Nets. While I wasn't automatically sold that them 2 together was going to be this championship team, even with Harden. Now it's just Harden and KD. Now is that? I honestly think that's better than Harden and Kyrie. I mean, than KD and Kyrie for real.
They also no longer have Dinwiddie, and they no longer have Jarris LeVert, and they no longer have the guy that y'all was hyping up that was shutting Bede down. Oh, you see the young boy with the afro that's too big for his face? He giving Bede work. They don't got him no more. The boy
wait a minute, hold on. Didn't we lose to them with Bede? Without Kyrie?
What with Jarris LeVert? Jarris LeVert?
Did we lose to them? They just traded? So if you replace the LeVert with Harden, we win, right? That's what you're saying?
No, because you took away their big man.
That's what you're saying. Y'all dudes, hold on.
Okay, so then you put Harden in, in the mirror, and then you bring back Tobias, and you bring back Seth, and you bring back the best
2 of the top 5 players in the league with Harden and KD is going to get waxed. This what y'all really
say they're going to get waxed, but that don't mean they're going to win just because they got them.
I'm just saying we got a chance. You acting like they're going to wax. So you think they're just going to roll? You think they're going to sweep us? If we get into a playoff, they're going to steamroll?
I don't think they're going to sweep us.
What's going to happen
I think it's going to be hard for us to. I think we're going to lose.
They're not even going to make it to the Eastern Conference final. Mark it.
Yeah, okay.
I could kind of. I'm buying what Wayne is selling. Man, Wayne on the same page. I don't know if this is catastrophically wrong.
Hold on. First of all, we gotta get back. We gotta get back to the Sixers game and get Shake a shot.
Yeah, thanks, because you took me all off course. I was trying to make a point.
What in the world has y'all thinking?
Because
your team is going to fold.
You're a taker of faith.
Because
you're a taker of
out of shape, which he can get back in shape. Y'all, he can't lose weight.
You're a taker of faith.
That Harden is done. He gonna look like
he's probably one of KD. Oh my God, they got 2 of the best 5. Even though the rest of the team ain't that great, they added KD and Kyrie to a team that was already a playoff team. They just depleted that team. They depleted them. They depleted their bench.
Y'all showing y'all homerism, man.
It ain't homerism. It's you showing your shookness. You shook.
I'm not shook. I just understand.
You showing your shook.
I'm not shook. I just understand basketball.
You showing
these dudes put the ball in the hole.
You don't.
No, evidently you don't.
No, you don't.
You showing your shookness, bro.
We got depth. The playoffs, you only go like 8 players deep. We got depth.
See, you're saying as you're saying you only go 8 players deep. It's not just about the playoffs because you have to get to the playoffs and you have to play. If you have
it's about the playoffs.
It's
about the playoffs.
Okay, so now if you listen, you have to get to the playoffs, and
it's about the playoffs.
And you're in a season where you're playing a lot of back-to-backs. So now you're setting yourself up to have a worse record and not have that home court cooking. And you're going to be
home court don't matter without fans.
It don't matter.
They showed us that in the bubble. It don't matter.
The bubble is not home court. The bubble is a mutual court.
It don't matter.
Home court is still home court. It does matter.
It don't matter.
That's why the Sixers
now
still
with
don't lose
COVID,
at home.
it don't matter.
That's why they still don't lose at home.
They just lost at home.
Oh, you mean the game in Denver when they had nobody playing Ben, nobody?
Didn't we lose though?
Okay, we did. But when we have players, do we lose there?
Shout out to Shake Ball.
Shake did ball.
He did.
And Ethan's scared. I'm not. I'm not scared right now because I feel that we have a team that's ready to go right now. And matter of fact, let me tell you something too. By the way, you talking about how we lost to the Nets. We didn't have the top 3-point shooter in the league on our team. That's who we was missing. Seth is shooting 59% from 3. He
tell me who the Nets was
threes.
missing. Tell me who the Nets was missing.
What you say?
Tell me who the Nets was missing.
The Nets is miss. The Nets is missing the dude they're going to continue to miss throughout the year, Kyrie. They was missing KD. All right. Okay. Now they got
Harden. We also was missing Toby, and we was missing Shake and Toby and Seth.
And Seth.
Yes.
So listen, bro. I'm comfortable where we at. I mean, listen, the Nets is going to do what the Nets is going to do, but I agree with Wayne when it came to what we was going to give up. So you think we should have gave up that for Harden then? That's what you're saying?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying.
So what are you saying?
Why do y'all think that the Nets are going to be flat out a bust when they got 2 premier top 5 players on their team?
All right. So what you're not going to do is
why do y'all think this ain't going to work?
You're not going to misconstrue me and Wayne's words. We said, or at least I'm saying,
both of y'all. Y'all got to.
I'm saying I feel we have a chance to still beat them. I'm not feeling it's going to steamroll. I'm not saying we're going to steamroll them and they're going to fall completely apart. I'm saying we got a nice team together here. We got a better coach than they have. We got a nice team. We got the best big man in the league, or at least in the East. We should be able to contend. We should be able to contend with them. And we deep.
By the way, Nets are 7-6. We 9-4.
So we better.
Okay.
Right now we got a better team.
So 7-6, almost 500.
So
you talking like 7-6 is good.
And there didn't. And how many games did KD miss? How many games? So like let's take things in perspective.
KD
we'll see where we at that. We see where we at the halfway point.
So KD wasn't playing any of them games they lost.
He missed a lot of games.
Was he playing any of the games they lost?
Hold on, wasn't you the one on here screaming how KD and Kyrie missed game winners and they wasn't clutch and blah blah blah? And now you KD and Harden. I seen KD and Harden fold in big games like this. I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned.
Hold on. Did they lose to better teams? Have you seen them fold to lesser teams?
Yes.
Who?
Well, when KD
when
KD lost the 4-1, the 3-1 lead,
Golden State was a 73. Nothing. They won 73 games.
Okay, and Golden State players said, Draymond Green came out and said, we felt that they were the better team. That's why they went out and they got KD. Because they felt that OKC was the better team in that series.
They felt Cleveland was the better team when they lost a 3-1 lead. That's why they got KD.
No, he said they felt that OKC was the better team.
No, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. I know what Draymond said.
He felt.
Y'all
keep saying they choked in the playoffs. They lost to better teams.
Hold on. No. Let's be clear about this. That game, what series was that when Harden went like 0 for 13 from 3? That wasn't I forget what they were playing. That wasn't evenly.
It was Golden State.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't Golden State. It was I think it might have been like the Clippers or something. And for 2,
no, they beat the Clippers.
And for 2, the year KD got hurt, he got hurt midway through the Houston series. Remember that? The series when Houston had Harden and the boy Chris Paul. Remember that? And Steph Curry snapped and beat him, and they got knocked off, and Harden folded late in them games. I seen it. I'm not saying Harden's not good. That's what I'm not saying. But you acting like these dudes are so all world. KD had to run the Golden State. He had to run to my man Curry to get the chip.
Y'all dudes, because you set up these false ESPN narratives.
I'm telling you what happened.
They don't. They lose to better teams. Harden, if Harden was getting knocked out the first round continuously, or KD was getting knocked out the first round continuously, then you have an argument.
Hold on. You posted the stats. We on our private chat. You posted the stats of KD folding in game 6 and 7 against the Golden State, the 3-1. He folded. His shooting was like 27% from the field.
You posted the stats.
And what did they say?
That's when. Hold on. And one of them games is when the boy Clay had like 60 points.
Stop. No, he didn't. That wasn't the game. Man. That wasn't the game. He had
one of the games was.
No, one of the games was. That wasn't the dead ball out.
That wasn't the. He didn't have 60, but I think he had like 35 or 40.
He had a huge. We sat there and watched. We watched it together.
The point was, what did KD have? Forget what Clay did.
How you doing, Tim?
What did KD have? KD had like 27% from the field. We looked at the numbers.
You know what KD got? You know what KD got? KD got 2 MVP finals. That's what he got.
Thank you. You're welcome to Steph Curry. You're welcome to Steph Curry. You're welcome to Steph Curry.
What are you doing?
Got them MVP finals. What are you doing the finals? KD got them.
I know. He gave him. Because all the attention went to Steph Curry.
Now you want to play that? You want to play that? KD got 2 MVP finals.
Yeah, he went to. He went to Steph Curry's team. He went to Steph Curry's team. And
wait. What did him and Harden do in the finals without Steph?
First of all, we turned this to a whole different conversation. All right, come on. We're going to redo the Sixers.
We might have to reset and
we might have to start this thing all over.
Start it over. Now we gonna just do Sixers.
All right, now back to the Sixers. But I guess the reason why I went down this Harden path because this what I'm all up. The point I'm making, if I can stop stuttering, the point I'm making is that the team that we have now, I'm liking it. We found a shooter in Isaiah Joe. He is legit. He a legit shooter.
Korkmaz getting no more burn.
Yeah, Korkmaz is done. Maxey, which we all been saying Maxey, we love Maxey. I did not want to give. If we'd have gave Maxey up for Harden, I'd have been upset because the thing is, Harden is not going to be here over 2 years. So you're going to give up a dude who got an 8 to 10 year career with the Sixers for a dude who would have been there for 2 years, and it's not a title guarantee. Even if you got Harden, you can't guarantee me a finals.
And they gave up 8 draft picks.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So I'm good. I'm good where we at. That's why I said I'm at peace where we at. I think we can contend with the
final. I think you just got to try to build the best team, and
So you don't think we built the best team that
I actually like our team, but I'm not going. But hold on, I'm not going to act like Harden without losing a ton of players wouldn't have made us a better team. I'm not going to sit here and act like that.
All right, let me say it like this. If you look at the dynasties that have played in this, they have had deep teams. We can say what we want about Golden State. We know Steph. I know I mess with Ephraim about it all the time, but we know Steph was the engine on that team.
He was.
But they had depth. It wasn't just because KD got hurt. That of course that hurt them. But then after KD left, you lost Iguodala, you lost Livingston, you lost all they role players that come off the bench that give you that quality minutes. When them teams that don't have that depth, now they got to play against quality bench players who playing strapping defense, and they got to work extra hard for it. That makes a big difference. The Spurs was the same way when they had Kawhi coming off the bench and Danny Green coming off the bench playing defense. That makes and Ginobili off the bench. Having depth makes a big difference in the playoffs.
Very true. I agree with that.
I don't think having depth because when the playoffs.
What team you know that didn't have depth? Just what team you know that didn't have?
The Lakers ain't have depth last year.
They had guys coming off the bench that was.
Who they have?
Oh, Dwight wasn't solid off the bench. Rondo wasn't solid off the bench.
Rondo took it to a whole new level off the bench.
Like I said. It goes to like an 8-man rotation in playoffs.
That's all we need.
That's only about 3 players you're going to be rotating. They want to shorten the minutes.
And the Lakers also got possibly the greatest player that ever played the game too. So that makes a difference as well.
And the best big man in the West. So that's also makes it different. Well, maybe this first or second depending on him or Joker.
But if you're talking about rotation, now you mean dudes like if you're talking about the playoffs, that means like dudes like maybe Joe might not get that many minutes. I mean, Thibault might not get that many minutes in the playoffs.
I'm cool with Thibault.
Probably won't.
I'm cool with Thibault. Isaiah Joe probably will. Let's say you going 4 deep. You can run it up to 4 deep off the bench. You don't have to go 8. You can run four deep in the playoffs. So let's say your 4 come off the bench is Shake, who averaging 14. He may win 6 man of the year this year. You got Shake coming off the bench. You got the White coming off the bench. You got Matt. Well, depends on what happened with Maxey. Maxey coming off the bench.
And even if Maxey coming off the bench, he's going to get more minutes than Danny Green. I got to believe that.
I agree.
And Danny been showing his tail.
Who said Green?
Danny been showing off these last couple games.
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying.
Well, the last couple games was against the same team, so I ain't gonna get too hyped.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
That's what I'm saying, though. This is a depleted Miami game we playing.
Right. But this is also what I'm gonna say about the depth. We had Tobias in here. I don't think Tobias really had to work to do too much. Embiid only had how many points Embiid had? Like 9?
Yeah.
And we still blew these dudes out. This the type of stuff I'm talking about when you got teams like that. That's like for real, even with Steph. When they had those great records, Steph was playing, they was blowing teams out so much they could go ahead and take Steph out, and the bench came in and maintained. You could keep Steph out. You didn't have to bring Steph in just to make sure that you finished the game. That's when depth come in during the season.
I agree. That's why we straight. Tim, what you think? You real quiet over there because your boy Ben was been playing like complete garbage. But I digress. I'm not gonna hate
double tonight.
I'm not gonna hate on Ben. Ben actually, to me, I'll be watching Ben. I mainly watch for offense, but tonight I did watch to see his defense, and I was impressed. He did it to me. Actually, he was a little bit more active than I'm used to seeing him, and maybe because I zoned in on him more. But he was very active on defense. I had to give Ben a lot of credit on defense. He got some steals. He got some blocks. He was locking down. He made an attempt to whoever he got on. I think he listened to me, Ethan, hating on him on the podcast.
No, it ain't that. This what I've been trying to tell y'all. I agree with y'all with the offensive part. It irks me too at times. But y'all kept diminishing and saying what he didn't do on defense. And I'm telling you, I locked in specifically to watch him on defense. Tyler Hero, in the beginning, Ben was on him. I think he had 4 points, and one of them was off of a bead turnover, and it was a breakaway dunk. Other than that, he was struggling. Ben stopped sticking him, and they put Ben on Oleanic, or whatever his name is, and Oleanic ain't do nothing, but then Tyler Hero ended up dropping points. And in the fourth quarter or the third quarter, when the decisive run was being made, Ben was on Tyler Hero, and Tyler Hero was struggling again.
You know what I want, though? I can't wait till we get over this COVID protocol, and we start to see teams at full strength, so I can really start judging my squad.
Including ours, I agree.
Timothy?
Okay.
Never mind. Ethan, go ahead. You got
no. Go ahead, Tim. What you got, Tim? What you think about tonight?
I just think Doc at this point need to set some offensive expectations for the boy Ben. I think he came in saying that don't worry about shooting and everything, and then Ben took it to heart. But I think he need to set an expectation like you have to shoot.
Ben shot a 3.
Why are we on Ben? Ben had a triple-double tonight.
He had a triple-double
on him.
He shot a 3 and he shot 50%. Y'all was mad that he shot that 100% for 2 for 2. Now he went 5 for 10. Now y'all still mad.
But I mean, even with the way the team is designed right now, I'd rather have 10 dimes than 4 quarters. I mean, because that's pretty much.
So wait, what that mean? 10 dimes as in 10 assists, or
it's I'm just saying it's the same thing. You're still getting 100. You're still getting $1, but when you got 4 quarters, you just relying on Kyrie and at those 3 big men. But with us, if we lose one, we got power all over the all over the court.
I got you. But that's just
Ben had 10 points, 4 for 8, 4 dunks, and 2 shots from the free throw.
I get the ripping of Ben on the offensive side. Like y'all say, when you need him to put up points, you want him to step up and put up more points. My only thing is like a night like the night, like even the other night, the other guys was cooking. You had Tobias was baking. What's his name? Mike Scott was hot in the first quarter. Danny Green was hot. He's passing it to the hot shooters.
Because right now, and if I had to ask myself who's the top team in the East right now, I'm still going to say the Sixers is right there with Brooklyn and Milwaukee.
I'm not putting Brooklyn up nowhere till I see them play together.
I mean, you got a lot of firepower right there. That's a lot of energy.
I agree.
I mean, that's 90 points a game.
What's 90 points a game?
Between the three of them,
No, it ain't.
they all can split
No,
up
it
30
ain't.
easy.
So you saying that, but that's why I'm saying Kyrie is averaging 27 without Harden on the team. So you don't think that Harden coming in, first of all, they both dribble a whole heap. They both dribble a whole bunch.
Dribble.
So what makes you think that whose point production is going to go down then?
They lost a lot of players
Kyrie.
too. It's not like they kept the same players.
So those three, so you expecting those three to average 30 points a game?
What I'm saying is they could very well average. If one may be averaging 35, the other may be 24 or something like that. 20, 24, 25.
Who averaging 35 points a game?
You never know. Harden may come in and drop 35. I mean, it's funny because Barkley today said KD went from the Splash Brothers to the Dribble Brothers.
Yeah.
He hating on them though.
Him and KD had his vendetta that's going to stretch for a long time.
They got to learn how to move without the ball again. Them dudes.
Who?
Harden, and Harden, KD, and Kyrie. KD. KD. Hold on. KD learned how to do that playing with Golden State though, so he does know how to do that.
And he don't take a lot of shots. He's not a volume shooter.
KD always was.
He's not.
That could come off of the
he's
ball.
Not a volume shooter.
So you don't got to worry about that. It's really hard, and Kyrie is the ones who have to gel with one another.
Kyrie is he playing? He's not even going to be here. That's what we trying to tell y'all.
He might not even play this season.
He in Africa, man. Kyrie
he's
good.
He poured a Dave. I heard he's in the temple.
Kyrie was ensuring that he wasn't going to be part of the trade. That's what he did.
Remember when that Martin joint, when Martin came out, he was like in a monk in a Shaolin temple somewhere? That's where
Najee Ramba.
Kyrie might not even play, man. But like I said, until I see Brooklyn put it all together, I'm not convinced. Harden he's a ball dominant dude. He can go to the rack and know how to dish and throw it all, but I don't know how well that's going to work with KD. The reason why I like Harden here, because Harden does feed his big man. He can draw attention when he go to the rack and he dishes the beat. He draws enough attention, I felt, to let B do his thing because they work on different plateaus. Kyrie, Harden, same level. Kyrie, KD, a little different. I mean, Harden and KD, a little different, but still kind of the same. So I don't know how well they going to mesh. I got to see it happen before I get too overly giddy. I'm not.
That's a whole lot of isolation ball.
No, right now we got the most wins.
Listen, Kyrie played well with LeBron on that championship run, so.
Because it's LeBron. This is what we talk.
Kyrie also couldn't stand it after that, and he threw a hissy fit and left because he wanted to be the star of a team.
But this is
that's what I'm saying. But he realized from leaving. Actually, I think helped Kyrie. Remember, he said he called LeBron and apologized to him.
He also said the world was flat. And he also
can I finish before you jump in?
No,
he realized
I'm trying to give him some maturity. He ain't mature.
I don't know. I don't know him personally. I don't know. I don't know what's the problem why he's not come back. I wouldn't say he's immature. I don't know him personally to say that. He hasn't made any immature comments and nothing like that. So I don't know.
No, I disagree with that a little bit. I'm not gonna say he's immature, but he for the lack of a better phrase, and I think you understand what I'm saying, he goofy with it, right? Because he's the same dude who comes out and says, yeah, KD, the most clutch person I ever had the privilege of playing with, and all this old dumb stuff. And Uncle Shannon went off when he heard that, right? Because then he started talking about how clutch LeBron was. But why would this the stuff? I understand why you might say it to big him up, but at the same time, if you call LeBron and realize where you went wrong, then you're going to try to slight LeBron and try to say KD is way more clutch than LeBron when the stats don't even really prove that. And you never even won nothing with KD. This the goofy stuff that Kyrie do to me. So outside of all that, he just make weird moves and weird decisions. Even with leaving LeBron, y'all had a tandem that could have won possibly another championship or two if y'all had stayed together. Retool, got the bench deeper. Nah, you think everybody, and this is what irritate me. Let me go on my spiel for just a minute. This is what annoyed me. Everybody, Kyrie won the championship with LeBron. He hit the biggest shot. Bron would have never won without Kyrie. It all went to Kyrie head. Kyrie thought he was the man. Went to Boston. He averaged 27 points a game with Cleveland in the playoffs. Oh, look how much he did. Look how much he did. Guess how much he averaged when he went to Boston? There was 21 points a game in the playoffs when he was supposed to be the man. So this dude ain't the man like that. And this is what I was saying. He's not a leader. He's a baller. I'm not hating on his skills. He's a baller, but he's not a leader. Harden knows how to lead his team, but Harden wants to lead his way. He's not flexible. Same thing like Westbrook. That's why Westbrook won't ever win.
Before we cut out of here, because we're running up against the clock.
All right, my bad. I just had to go on my tirade. I'm sorry. But my point, let me end
You
up
made the point.
Let me end up by saying this. This is why I don't believe in him yet. Six is going to win 6 games.
All right.
Easy.
I'm glad you said
I
yeah.
have closing comments too.
All right. Before we got this joint, I just want to ask y'all. It's early, but as far as rookie of the year between Tyrese and LaMelo, who you got?
Maxey.
I got Melo's a baller. I
The
can't
ball,
even hate on the kid.
Melo has been getting triple doubles. He's been balling. He looked way better than his brother, and I don't even like to compare him.
See, the problem
Is he starting yet? Is he starting
not
yet?
even starting yet.
But see, he's starting by default because the bull Graham came out playing suspect, so he getting a lot of Graham minutes. If Maxey started getting more Ben minutes and started playing like he did 23 minutes, it might be a different story.
I mean, what is Maxey averaging this season? Coming off the bench.
They snatched his minutes.
I think maybe 11, 10, or he might.
LaMelo is averaging 11.9, 7 rebounds, 6 assists.
That's pretty good for a rookie.
And he's shooting 40%,
2 assists.
Tyrese is averaging 11, 2 assists, and shooting 47% from the field, and 2 rebounds.
And
like I said, with only 21 minutes, how many minutes is LaMelo playing?
25.
Hold on. What about the kid? What about the kid in Golden State? He balling.
Oh, the young
Wiseman.
Wiseman got game.
Yeah, he gonna be in a run.
Yeah, he's nice.
He's gonna run him too. I like Wiseman.
All right, so we be back Saturday. We have a Saturday evening game. We're going against, I think, Memphis Grizzlies. So we'll be back after the game. So thanks again for listening. Again, like, comment, and subscribe.
I ain't get to get my closing.
All right.
Ethan, you know Wiseman averaging 10 points a game. Maxey actually averaging more. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say that we have to acknowledge that Ephraim basically said that I was right, but he didn't want to say I was right. So we could close out with that.
All right. Thanks for
I did. I give it up.
Edwards. Hold on.
I give it up.
Can't forget about Anthony Edwards is averaging 12 points a game for Minnesota.
All right. So we'll revisit this at the halfway mark and see who's in the running.
Tim seems tired. You must be having troubles at home. You all right, Tim? Everything
good?
Don't
do that.
Tim real quiet. Why you
let y'all rap.
Blink twice if you need help. You need to call somebody.
I'm under hostage.
We in the basement.
All right, we out, y'all.
All right.